We're a bit behind schedule.
Oh, it's fine.
So I'm still eating my dinner.
It's alright, no worries. You're alright, Fraser. I'm Luke. Yeah, I'm Luke. Chris. Yes. Engage.
Specific corpses that died in like the...
Yeah.
That would be 10.
The character that I played today was called Vortha. Was a sort of heavy weapon, strong character. It's what I like to play in any fantasy games. All my fantasy characters generally play two-handed weapons. Okay, where am I? I'm here. So where I am, hemmed in by these two. Can I hit this guy?
Yes.
So first attack deals 10 plus 4, 14 damage.
You kill it.
I like to be full front aggressive.
If it's really an evil witch, then I'm loath to even charge to begin with.
Oh well, I'm very happy to take your share.
No, you're not taking my share.
Well, you just said you didn't want it.
I said I was loath, not that I was not going to.
Well, those are very big words, and I don't care. You just said you didn't want it, so
I said loath, I didn't say that I didn't want to. Stop putting words in my mouth.
Very big word.
So I haven't actually been playing D&D that long, so I guess my main character would be Lena, who I played today, and she's like a sort of this farm girl who grew up on stories of knights, and she wanted to be a knight, or rather, she wanted to be in those stories, and her whole sort of worldview is based on she's in a story. And she judges everything as if it was a story, and she's trying to act in a way that would be the best story to hear about.
I tell you what I told them, and then you ask questions.
Oh no!
Can we just ask questions?
And
Shush, Pete. Let the woman tell her story. It's good exposition.
I think it's all valid. Like it's a sort of different players in D&D kind of thing, because there's like types of players. There's the Munchkin who really wants to like build a really good character, or there's the actor who just wants to play their character. They want to act out what their character would do. It doesn't matter if it's the optimal thing to do, and that's what I tend to do. Is like it doesn't matter if it's an absolutely shit thing to do in the actual game. If it feels like the thing that my character would do, then I will do it, because I have to sort of stay in character, or I want to stay in character. That's how I have fun in this.
Well, it's the first character I played. It's called Pietas, shortened to Pete. Played him for 2 years every week, from level 1 up to max level 18, so he's probably my main character. He's a bit of an arsehole. He's sort of this pompous knobhead that no one really likes to be like. He's like Joffrey from Game of Thrones, and well, hopefully I'm not really like that. So it's more of, it sort of just gradually grew over time, being like, well, being a dick in sort of a roleplay setting is pretty fun. You get to like be mean to people when it doesn't mean anything, and that kind of has like a funny edge. So he started off like, oh, it's kind of fun being a bit mean to these made up people, and then he turned into a bit of a psychopath in the end. The players don't have any role, they don't know anything, like, we just go, where have we got to go now? And the dungeon master tells you where to go. But yeah, when you meet Fraser, then you'll know, like, he knows every single thing about Dungeons and Dragons, we just play.
so if you're really into football or rugby or something, you know all the rules, you know all the teams, and you spend a lot of your free time looking into it. And D&D, as a dungeon master, you kind of have to be that into it. Like, you have to, you know, I spend a lot of time before I go to bed, I'm often reading like PDFs of like new adventures that have been released and stuff. Like, it's very much like a hobby that, like, if you let it, can really sort of carry you away. I come with a lot of character ideas, because I just like that. Like that's the main thing I enjoy about D&D. I'm a guide.
You're a guide?
I ask questions, you know. You approach the door, I say password please, you answer, you say something, the door may or may not open.
Who made you?
Oh, open sesame.
No.
Can I, in front of the door, can I map out the dance?
I don't know what you mean. Stand up and stand up and show me what you're doing.
I really
Show me your
don't want.
moves.
I really don't want.
Do it.
I mean, I do this.
No,
I go
I
like
literally
this.
need you to stand up and do this for me.
Why?
Because your character has to do it. So
Well, so my character has to travel across the world. I'm not doing this. You've never made me.
You
You have to act it.
My character acts it.
Yeah.
Then you finish with down again.
Nice.
And as Lena does this, I push her out of the way and shove the barge door open. I think we should trust this ghosty.
Yeah, we're gonna free the ghosty.
No, but the ghosty doesn't trust the lady.
Yeah, but the ghost and the lady want the same thing.
No, but the ghosty doesn't think they do.
Yeah, but the ghosty told us to go into the same room that the lady told us to go into.
That doesn't necessarily mean they want the same end goal.
Well, we're still doing the same things whether we trust the lady or the ghost.
I mean, we are getting the lady out of here and
Yeah.
getting money.
We are.
So why do we care about the ghost?
You just said we should trust the ghost. And do what she wants us to do.
Don't confuse me with big words.
No, this wasn't very big words. I can do bigger words than that, like heraldry.
Stop it.
Possessing the knowledge that I'm a throwaway one-shot character.
You're fine.
Am I out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good, fine, gone.
Fuck everything.
That's my level 3 smite, which is 7, 14, 23.
They're pretty similar.
Fuck. So Lena, yeah, and sort of ice like freezes like all around her, and her sort of last thoughts are of being a happy, good night. And
Well, she did her duty.
yes. I get the same sort of vicarious enjoyment from reading a book as I do from planning Dungeons and Dragons things. And I think that's honestly, I think it has a weird reputation as being something that is sort of like nerdy and antisocial. And like, I mean, that's dying away now because you tell most people these days that you play Dungeons and Dragons and they want to get interested and like they want to know rather than it being like, oh, weird. But generally, Dungeons and Dragons isn't that because you spend it with friends and like rather than it being sort of like a dead end antisocial thing, actually like as a DM, like it's given me such a better like ability to talk. Like, you know, everyone finds it nervous giving presentations. Well, most people find it like terrifying to give presentations and have to practice loads. But I like since being a DM, it's been so much easier. Like so you just spend like 4 or 5 hours a day talking like intensely about something that you have researched or whatever. And it's the same thing as like, so it definitely does build that. I think as a character, even it builds like being able to talk, being able to reply to questions, being able to interact with things that are in your head. Like, you know, it's job interview practice to an extent. Like you can plan what people want to hear, and you know what the other person across the table is going to say, and I think it's probably been a great thing for nerd culture, like for I don't know, the broad category that is nerd culture, because it lets people who otherwise maybe wouldn't take on like social challenges have more equipment with which to deal with them, I guess.